What if making a new friend didn't start with a game, but with a quiet pause? Have you ever tried to cheer someone up, only to find they stayed quiet and still? And what if, just maybe, the greatest superpower isn't bouncing or pouncing, but listening? Let's follow Jinx, the fluffiest little ball of nighttime velvet fur, on a heartwarming journey where kindness meets patience and true friendship begins. Jinx was a tiny ball of midnight fluff, round, soft, and full of bouncy energy. Her big green eyes sparkled like marbles, and she was always leaping, pouncing, and darting through the neighborhood. Boing, boing, went Jinx as she chased a fluttering butterfly. Zoom! She darted after a rustling leaf, her paws light as whispers. Every tickle under her chin made her squeak with joy. Everyone adored Jinx. Pip, the sweet little bird from the oak tree, sang his prettiest songs just for her. "Tweet-a-leet, Lady Jinx, my dear," he chirped. Jinx always tried to sing back, though it came out more like a cheerful rumbling meow. Barnaby, the cheerful beagle pup next door, wagged his whole body when he saw her. "Woof! Woof! Playtime, Jinx!" he barked with floppy-eared excitement. They would tumble in the grass like two playful peas in a pot, giggling in their own way. Even Sheldon, Mrs. Higgins's grumpy old tortoise, who normally preferred peace and dandelions, poked his head out just a bit more when Jinx visited. She tapped gently on his shell, and he'd answer with a slow, sleepy blink. Jinx knew that was tortoise for "Hello, little fluffy one." She had a gift, a warm, purry magic that made everyone feel like a friend. Then one sunny morning, something brand new and very mysterious happened. Lily, Jinx's favorite human, came home carrying a special-looking crate. Meow! Jinx tilted her head, whiskers twitching. Could it be a new toy, a fluttery feather wand? Lily set the carrier down and opened it slowly. Out stepped another kitten. This kitten looked like she'd been dipped in sunlight and marmalade, with eyes like warm amber tea. But while Jinx practically vibrated with energy, this new kitten was still, very still. "Jinx," Lily said gently, "this is Ginger. She's a little shy. Be a good girl and help her feel welcome." Jinx's heart flipped with excitement. A new friend in her own home. "Meow," she chirped, bouncing over. Jinx did her best welcome wiggle, bottom waggle, hop forward, bounce. That always made Barnaby bark with laughter, but Ginger didn't laugh. She didn't wiggle. She just blinked slowly and curled her tail tighter around her tiny paws. Her ears lay low and her eyes looked watery and far away. "Oh," thought Jinx, "she must be sad because she hasn't played yet." So Jinx got right to work, friend-making mission activated. First up, her sparkliest ball. She batted it across the floor. Wanna chase it? She meowed hopefully. Ginger simply watched as the ball rolled under the couch. Plan B. Jinx remembered how much Pip loved her silly dance routines. She stood on her hind legs, did a spin, wiggled her paws. Look, Ginger, I'm a dancing queen, she purred. Ginger just sighed, a tiny, sad puff of breath. Jinx didn't give up. She tried peekaboo behind the curtains. Nothing. She even shared her yummiest crunchy cat treats. Ginger sniffed and turned away. Jinx's usually bouncy spirit drooped like a flower without sunshine. She sat down with a heavy sigh, tail curling beside her. Why doesn't she like me? She wondered. Why won't she play? Lily gently scooped Jinx up and stroked her fur. Oh, Jinx, she whispered, you're being such a good friend. But sometimes when someone's new or feeling scared, they're not ready for big games. Jinx's ears perked. Meow? Lily smiled warmly. Sometimes the best way to help is to just listen. Listen? Like not doing anything at all? That sounded harder than pouncing. But it's a kind of superpower, Lily said softly. A quiet one. Jinx thought deeply. She was good at meowing, good at bouncing. Could she also be good at stillness? Jinx patted gently over to Ginger, who was curled up by the window, eyes on the falling rain. No bouncing, no chirping, just quiet. Jinx sat nearby, not too close, and looked out the window too. Together they watched the raindrops trace tiny rivers down the glass. Jinx's tail twitched with the urge to speak, to jump, to cheer up Ginger, but she remembered. Just listen. She let her purr hum softly, like a quiet melody in the background. Then it happened. Ginger turned her head. A soft meow escaped her lips. So quiet, Jinx almost missed it. I miss my old garden, Ginger whispered. It had butterflies, and my brother, we played all the time. Yeah, Jinx's heart ached gently. Ginger wasn't upset with her. She was homesick. So Jinx didn't interrupt. She stayed still, letting Ginger pour out her memories. The garden, the sunshine, the snuggles, the games. Slowly, Ginger's posture softened. Her ears relaxed. Her tail flicked just a bit. When she finished, she looked at Jinx. Her eyes weren't puddly anymore. Thank you for listening, Ginger murmured. Jinx gave a tiny meow and reached out with one soft paw, gently patting Ginger's. Ginger didn't pull away. She leaned in ever so slightly and smiled. A real little hopeful smile. Later, Jinx showed Ginger the sunniest spot in the living room. When she nudged her sparkly ball across the floor, Ginger tapped it back. They chased it together, quietly, gently, joyfully. Jinx had learned something truly special. Being the loudest, silliest, most playful kitten was fun. But sometimes being calm and quiet could be even more magical. Listening was a superpower, and she had just used it to bring out a very special smile. And that, Jinx realized, was the very best kind of play in the whole wide world. So, super listeners, give yourselves a big, happy wiggle and a silent cheer. Remember, just like Jinx, you have the power to help someone feel better, simply by being still and kind and ready to listen. Now go enjoy your day. Be gentle, be curious, and who knows? Your next best friend might be just one quiet moment away. Goodbye.